The moment Jungkook guessed the Mona Lisa correctly, the room erupted, not with chaos, but with a quiet, almost reverent laughter. And then he said it, softly but with a kind of sincerity that made hearts ache, "I must really love the members." Just those few words, and suddenly, it wasn't a simple guessing game anymore. It was a glimpse into the depth of his connection with the people he works with every day, a raw and human moment that somehow made millions of fans around the world feel closer to him, closer to BTS, than ever before. It's moments like these that remind us why we love watching them, not just for their music, their performances, or their perfectly choreographed stages, but for these small flashes of authenticity that shine through the spotlight. You see, fame often builds walls. It isolates people. But here, in a single phrase, Jungkook tore one down. He didn't talk about awards, or social media, or the pressure of being in the global eye. He talked about love. About loyalty. About the bond that keeps 7 young men together despite everything. And isn't that something we all secretly crave to witness? If you rewind just a bit, the game itself was innocent enough. A simple quiz, a friendly challenge among members, a few laughs at wrong guesses. But when the camera zoomed in on Jungkook's expression, half nervous, half excited, you could feel it. This wasn't just a game to him. This was a subtle affirmation of his care, a silent promise to his friends. And that moment, captured forever, became more than entertainment, it became a lesson. A reminder that the people you love, the ones you trust, are worth every awkward guess, every small mistake, every laugh shared across the room. What's fascinating is how fans responded. Thousands took to social media, not to debate who guessed first, or to replay the clip for comedic effect, but to talk about that single phrase. "I must really love the members." Those words echoed across timelines, forums, and comment sections because they were pure. Unscripted. Genuine. In a world filled with staged perfection, a moment like this becomes a rarity, a treasure. And isn't that the magic of BTS? The ability to make something as simple as guessing a painting into a moment of reflection, emotion, and connection, and yet, there's a twist to this moment that often goes unnoticed. On the surface, it's sweet, cute, heartwarming. But underneath, it's also a revelation about human vulnerability, about responsibility, about the emotional labor hidden behind every smile we see on stage. Jungkook, like every member, carries the weight of being role models, global icons, and artists. But in this moment, he set all of that aside. For a brief, shining second, he was just a person, a friend expressing love for those closest to him. And that duality, between superstar and ordinary human, is what makes moments like this unforgettable. It's easy to watch clips online and dismiss them as viral content. But if you pause, if you really let it sink in, you realize it's a reflection of something universal, the simple, profound joy of valuing the people in your life. It's a reminder that love doesn't have to be grandiose. It doesn't have to be written in bold headlines. Sometimes, love is just a quiet, heartfelt statement after a fun game, captured for the world to see. And in that, there's a lesson for all of us: appreciate your people. Say it. Show it. Even in the smallest ways. Because these moments, these tiny acknowledgments of care, they resonate far deeper than we think. And so, the next time you see Jungkook smile during a game, or a member laughing at a silly mistake, remember that it's more than entertainment. It's a glimpse into their humanity, into their relationships, into the kind of loyalty and love that fuels them. Moments like this make us pause. They make us reflect. They make us feel, not just for BTS, but for our own lives, our own friendships, our own small, beautiful moments of connection. If there's one takeaway from this, one thing that lingers long after the clip ends, it's simple: don't take the people around you for granted. Treasure them, speak your love, and don't wait for a perfect moment to express it. Sometimes, the perfect moment is just a casual game with friends, a soft smile, and words that slip out, honest and true. And that is the magic that Jungkook gave us that day. That is why we watch. That is why we care. That is why we feel. So, next time you scroll past a short clip online, Maybe take a moment to really see it. Watch the expressions. Listen to the words. Feel the emotion. And remember that even in fleeting seconds, there can be lessons that last a lifetime. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's a quiet, almost imperceptible moment that leaves a mark far bigger than any headline ever could.